Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So, Carlee Russell just got uncovered for lying about being kidnapped, and she has been getting hauled left and right, and things are getting more chaotic. Consistently call you a subsequent time, yet have not been conceded that solicitation. As you can see, there are many inquiries left to be responded to. However, just Carlee can give those answers. She is at long last uncovering why she did what she did, as well as the occasions that prompted her, making up such a wild untruth. And her story is similarly basically as crazy as you can envision. Was she truly in a ton of lawful wreck before she vanished, so this lady called the police? Imagined like she saw a baby meandering on the highway then. At that point, grabbed off her own hairpiece and continued to stroll into the forest, imagining like she got stole. So the narrative of Carlee Russell is one that had the web completely in a joke opening, since individuals were concerned about her. Rarely would you get to see the whole web get so put resources into the story, so you all realize that this case was no joking matter. Everything 2 or 3 days prior, when a lady named Carlee Russell put a 911 call guaranteeing that she saw a baby stroll up next to the expressway and that she planned to head over to attempt to help the kid. 459, and there is a youngster that is strolling without anyone else. Hang on, where on are you? I'm right close to the following thing: exit 10 by December bed, like to get off by the public authority. Okay, so before that I said definitely. Now, after she hung up with 911, she then, at that point, called a relative to let them realize what was happening and that she planned to pass on the vehicle to check whether she could help the kid before crisis administrations at 911. The following thing the relative knew was that she heard Carlee shout, and the telephone dropped, yet when the police arrived, Carlee was mysteriously absent anyway. Her vehicle, satchel, hairpiece, telephone, and even Apple Watch were by and large present. However, there was no indication of Carlee or the child that she had attempted to help. As per her family, she had quite recently gotten off work, had halted to get some food, and was coming back when she detected the child and pulled over. The story rapidly spread into the news and had individuals stressed, debilitated over her. I mean, she attempted to carry out something to be thankful for and help a youngster, just for her to wind up in a difficult situation. There were worries that she had gotten kidnapped and discussions about her conceivably being dealt. Everything began moving via web-based entertainment. Search parties were coordinated around the region where her vehicle and possessions were found, and there were no hints of her. There was even a 50-0 prize that was proposed to anyone who could give data that would prompt her return. Yet there was nothing. Well, it wasn't excessively some time before certain individuals began to feel like her story wasn't winding up. First off, the throughway where she professed to have seen the kid is an exceptionally bustling expressway with vehicles breathing easy, so individuals found it strange that there could have been no one else implying to have seen a kid meandering alone. Now, in cases like this, you as a route have individuals calling about a similar issue, since it's quite hard to miss a youngster strolling alone by the side of the throughway around evening time. It was likewise sus on the grounds that video film of the parkway was delivered, and keeping in mind that we could obviously see Carlee's vehicle with the perils lights on, there was no indication of a kid in the space. Certain individuals began calling BS promptly. All in all, story like this individual that tweeted, "I'm interfering with my Jamaica an outing just to say that Carlee Russell young lady is lying, ain't nobody capture her." You all succumbed to this when Jesse Smollett recounted to that story. That didn't seem okay too, shaking my head. And this other individual that said that Carlee Russell chick was most certainly lying about seeing their kid on the roadside in that rush hour gridlock camera video. You never see a darn kid when her vehicle is driving on the shoulder. She left her vehicle eagerly. However, many individuals kept on staying close to Carlee and safeguard her against the people who thought that she was lying. There were tweets saying stuff like making pink pieces about the Carlee Russell circumstance, saying that she lying is madly peculiar, protected to say that she had the web wrecked on the grounds that thing pieces were being tossed about in contentions, breaking out haphazardly on the web. Yet I, in all actuality, do need to say that the vast majority really accept that Carlee had been taken, and they dreaded for her life. Well, after 2 days, she turned up at her folks' house supernaturally, and they promptly took her to the medical clinic to discover registered out insight. With her return immediately spread on the webnet, and keeping in mind that many individuals felt eased that she was okay, and ever increasing number of individuals began to feel like the entire situation actually didn't make any sense. Her folks in the end emerged to demand that she had truly got hijacked, and they asked that individuals quit assuring that she was lying and trust that the police will complete their examination, prompting to the actual case we can't talk about, that however she was battling for her life, she most certainly there were minutes when she genuinely had to battle for her life, and there were minutes when she needed to intellectually battle for her life. Yet the gag is it worked out that the police didn't actually accept her, since all signs highlighted the way that Carlee didn't actually get abducted and she arraigned. Get this entire situation out after she made it home safe. The police made an announcement that sort of showed that they were also distrustful about her story. A piece of the assertion said in the wake of leaving the corridor, Carlee went to focus on Expressway 280 and bought some nibble food type things. These things were not situated in the vehicle or with her phone and hairpiece at the location of her disappearance. It's far-fetched that her abductors required some investment to take her tangles in the wake of hijacking her on a bustling highway, so the overall end was that she without a doubt took the snacks with her. The police likewise discussed how there were no indications of a kid or some other reports. So much more individuals began to question her presently, as per a visually impaired thing that was posted on Facebook by an unknown insider. Carlee made the entire thing up on the grounds that she had wound up in a profound wreck. The post said she got discovered taking from work that day, bombed out of nursing school, and has been on she had her companion behind her, and that is who picked her up. She was with her companion the entire end of the week. The police realized she was protected in light of the fact that she impeded her ex weeks prior, and she added him back while she was kidnapped. He called the police to let them know a portion of a day prior to she returned home. She wanted to vanish, understood that this won't figure out. Wow, definitely wild is certainly the right word to depict this. No, as per reports, Carlee guaranteed that she had been captured by a man with orange hair and that he took care of her some. However, the police likewise uncovered that this was obviously false, particularly in light of the fact that the snacks she got at Target were Cheez-Its. The police chose to hold a press meeting where they spread out the tremendous details of the case. However, there were many realities as they were lawfully permitted to share, and keeping in mind that they didn't emerge and straightforwardly say that she was lying, they alluded to it firmly, leading the head of police to uncover that when Carlee told 911 that she was following the kid, information from her telephone's area showed that she moved 600 yards prior to preventing information from Carlee's asset, including her life. 360 application shows that she voyaged roughly 600 yards in her vehicle, while she was on the telephone with 911 expressing that she was following a kid 600 yards, that is 6 football handles straight. Now, I have close to zero familiarity with you all, however. I, for one, don't have a clue about any baby that is fit for strolling 6 football fields ceaselessly or enjoying some time off. Better believe it, the math was most certainly not distraught. Then the police likewise recounted the tale of how he guaranteed that she had the option to get away from the blazes, had the option to escape while it was in the West Hoover region. She told criminal investigator she went through heaps of woods, just approached her home, yet the greatest and most dubious proof against her was her pursuit history on the grounds that, listen, Carlee had made some exceptionally fascinating quests in the days and hours paving the way to her disappearance on July 11th at 7:30 a.m. The term you need to pay for a golden caution or search is July 13th at 103 a.m. On the day of her disappearance, the term taking cash from a register without getting it was looked through. She likewise made some other hunts, including stuff like one-way transport tickets away, yet that is not all, since she likewise looked for the film Taken 2, which is an extremely well-known film about kidnappings. 12:10 p.m. A quest for the film Taken, a film about a creation, was directed. There were 2 pursuits later to golden cautions on a PC, and he got his work environment, including one with respect to the greatest age of a golden ready. She got such a reaction to this in light of the fact. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.